This is what I love about mountains. I can get to the top of a hill. I can see that. Everybody's coming in hot on the paraglider. So this is how much water. I'd say that's at least 200 gallons, maybe 300 gallons. Or maybe I'm way off. But that's quite a bit. There's my hand for comparison. But we might be able to run a ton today. Point that sand screw into the washout. The hopper is shovel sized. Gold claimer. Alright, so I haven't done a video in a long time because I've just been busy getting it done. Keeping it real. So what we're doing today is we're going to dig up about 8 or 10 yards of this ravine, which has been showing incredible gold. We're running it through this wash plant over here. Douglas of the Mahoney mine is over there operating. That's his machine. We're going to run that wash plant. Try to run at least a ton. And we'll show you what we get. Right here's the bedrock. I don't know if it's going to show up. There's jasper. Right there. Decomposing jasper, along with the altered rhyolite and limestone. There's all kinds of different stuff in this fault gouge area. The strike slip is this way, across the ravine, but it's wide. It goes all the way up to there, and way down along this ravine, all the way over to there. Fault gouge, all the way across this right here. So I found me a nice rich spot right here. We're going to dig all this out. We're gonna have a clean out here after a quarter ton. All right, I'm into the almost exclusively this fault gouge right here. You can see this jasper, altered rhyolite, and it could even be the limestone I'm seeing it's altered. All right. Alright, so here's the pan I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wash out. You wouldn't think jasper would decompose like that, because when you find it on the ground it's really hard. Shatters easy maybe, but it never seems to be able to decompose like that. So one thing about trying to film while you're prospecting, why it's such a pain and why I haven't done it in a while, is because you know, you kind of need both hands when you do stuff. So anyway, I want to show you the result of this pan right here. Alright, let's hope that shows up really well, because I got a junky camera, let's face it. I'll see if it'll work the way it's supposed to. Okay. Yeah, we'll take that pan right there. So would you say it's maybe a 2-pound sample, maybe 3, 5 at the most. You'd have to multiply that by 200 to get 1,000, wouldn't you? But at any rate, you can imagine what would happen if you had a whole ton of this material and you washed it off really well. You'd end up with a lot of gold. Alright, we're coming up on noontime here. We have already run 500 pounds, got a clean out. And then we ran probably another 300 pounds. And we're going to go back to the ranch and clean it out. But here's the bedrock. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Maybe we'll get some better color. As you can see, it looks like jasper. It had me wondering and questioning what might be a cinnabar that could be somewhat toxic. It's pretty bright red, but it's decomposing if it's jasper. And then we have that, looks to me to be ashflow tuff. No, that's not gold there. There is gold big enough in this stuff. We're going to find it.
That.
Oh yeah, baby. We might have a whole
We're not
ounce.
even, I'm still getting the light stuff out and look at
Might be
it.
a whole ounce in there.
Oh my God. This is why we do what we do.
Alright, I'm going to snuffer this up. There's so much black sand that it really needs to have tons of attention given to it, which I'm going to give it. I'm going to get back to the ranch. Look at that chunker. I doubt if this camera will give it the justice it deserves, but there it is. We're going to see how much this little chunk of gold weighs. Specimen piece. Of course, it jumps off of there. 0.05, that's with a drop of water on it though. See if I can soak that out. No, it won't even measure, will it? .09 or 0.04. Nothing. So is it even gold? Looks like gold to me. Alright. See if this will show up. I think that is a piece of horn silver. I hope it shows up good enough on camera to tell if it's just a really thin flake of gold or not. And then there's, I'm going to go through the blue bowl right there, that's all. Try to get that lead shot out of the way and put that through the blue bowl. Let me see if I can focus this a little better. Project Blue Bowl. Big Dorado up in the mountain.
Now we're starting to see.
I don't know why my camera jumps around like that when I'm trying to focus. Coming down off the mountain over here.